So on the yellow belt we get a chance now to introduce you to the gunting tool. The gunting tool was designed by Bram specifically to be used in this close quarter combat situation. It's a knife designed to be used close 90% of the time. But if the wheel really does fall off and you need to escalate the force, you can use the kinetic opener there to open up the blade and finish the attack. I can use that on my attacker as well. If he's here, I can get down, I can open the tool on him. So I don't have to worry here about indexing. I have to worry about opening my tool in order to be able to continue my attack. So I can use this tool now. I don't have to worry about indexing and opening it up if I need to escalate my force. I can actually use it on my attacker. I can hit, I can open the tool at the same time. I don't have to use any finesse. I don't have to get my finger in there or my thumbs in there trying to work out how to open it under duress. Literally, if I hit from here and press it against him, I can get the cut. If we really drop down on it, it's going to open every single time. I can now start to apply it, use the nerve points as we're working through the ranges. Again, I can go up and down the escalation of force. From here I can hit. If I'm not getting a reaction, I can open my tool and I can cut. If I start to get compliance, I can shut my tool now and I can use it to get a control and restraint. So just using this now to level the playing field essentially. You've still got all the same options if you use an empty hand. But this just levels that playing field. Because metal against flesh, it escalates the force that you've got. So we're going to look at the modules now. On the yellow belt, you have a number 1 and a number 2. You're going to learn 2 different ways of doing number 1, and it's basically because it's the same technique but done with different options. What I'm talking about here is on the first technique we're going to use, number 1, there's nothing stopping my attack, my finish. On the second part of it, he's a little bit brighter now and he's starting to check my attack as I go through. Nothing changes, I'm still doing the same attack, but I have to alter it in order to finish the technique. So, the other thing to start thinking about when you're using this is try, if possible, keep it in the place that you're going to carry the tool. Generally, we don't walk around ready to do the fight. What we need to do is carry this as though we're law enforcement, as though we're thinking about self-defense position. So if this is in my pocket or it's on my guard there, all I can do, if this strike comes in from us, is I can hit and use the tool now as my first step into defence, as a self-defence response. We've already looked at the gunting position. Remember what I was talking about there is if we split the arm into 4, we're looking for the lower quadrant towards the body. Now if I apply this gunting tool there now, we start to get a bit more of a face contortion. That means that this is hurting more than just that little slap or that little hit coming in. And it's a split second thing, it gives you a chance to step up your technique. It takes his mind off it for a second, then you're applying the technique. It doesn't have to be off a punch. I know we've looked at punches already. If I'm in a situation somebody comes for the grab, you can see there the grab went forward, all I need to do is pass it off and give it the strike. So again, the slight difference we will look at now is before in the DVD, all we've looked at is a gunting motion on one plane only. We've done a horizontal, we've done a vertical. This time we're going to combine the two. And it's really important that you stick to the plan. So the plan is that we're going to go horizontal, vertical. The reason I emphasise that is it's quite easy to go horizontal, back fist. But as you'll see later on, and certainly through the rest of the DVDs, it's very easy to check that back fist coming in. It's a big, solid object coming towards you. Whereas this here is a point, it's like a thrust and a tip in. It's difficult to check or control a tip, it's quite easy to control a backswinging strike. So what do I mean by this horizontal vertical? When this strike comes in, bang, I hit from there, this hand now becomes dominant. I'm just going to pass out the way. I'm not retreating with this hand though, and this is really clear. From here, I don't want to draw that back, and this hand comes over the top, and now we're back into trapping. So I keep it there in place. If that hand comes to control me now, I can use my hand because it's there, it's ready to go. So I hit from here. This hand becomes dominant, pass out of the way. I'm just going to strike straight forward. I might be looking to butt strike onto the collarbone. I might be looking to strike onto the jawbone. I might be looking to strike into the nerves on the neck. All the time I'm still getting compliance with this hand, still hanging on to it, because what I don't want is here I start doing things He either grabs my secondary tool or he strikes me and passes me. It's no good doing this cool technique when he comes in here and now I actually pass him to where my secondary tool is, maybe my knife, maybe my gun. So you need to think about control with his hand when you're hitting up high.